Welcome back to another segment of Manifest with SII Power with your host Dwight. Hope everybody's doing wonderful out there. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the tribe. I want to thank those who have been sharing the channel and the content with others. And I also would like to thank the ones that have been liking and commenting on the videos. And the last group, the ones that have been sending the questions. I know I've kind of been answering them indirectly, but it's because I don't want to spoon feed you and I want you to do some work, because just getting the information given to you without you doing a little bit of footwork is not going to serve you, because you're not going to get integration, implementation, appropriation with the information, because that is what brings the revelation. Then you continue to work with it and it brings you the transformation. All right, so this segment is going to be titled Your Thinking and Your Processing. But first of all, I want to get the vibration up, I want to get the frequency up, because every day that you are awakened, you should receive or invoke enthusiasm, energy, electricity, an attitude of gratitude, a good mood. Here's why: because you get a blank canvas. That means that you can paint using as many colors as you want. You can draw whatever you want. You can create whatever you want. And so begin to take control and charge of your day. Instead of giving in to the program and automatically getting upset, you got to go to work, you got to do this, you got to do that. How about coming from a space of gratefulness, a space of gratitude, having a good attitude, and say, hey, I got a blank canvas. I can paint whatever I want on there today. Which leads me into this segment, your thinking and your processing. Okay. Bob Proctor said that thinking is the highest function that a man or woman is capable of. Thinking is the highest function that a man or woman is capable of. I'm going to say it one more time. Thinking is the highest function that a man or woman is capable of. So if you're not getting the results in your vocational goals, meaning your career or your business, if you're not getting the results in your body, your health, if you're not getting the results in your relationships, your personal relationships or relationships with your kids, family, or on the job with coworkers and supervisors, and then if you're not getting the results in economics, there's an issue with your thinking. There's an issue with your processing. No judgment, because what you judge, you can't transcend, you can't transmute, and you can't transform. So you just need to become the watcher, you need to become the observer to see what kind of thoughts are you being entangled with, or are you choosing, or are you putting your focus on, you giving energy, life force to. Because until you change this, nothing will change. I know you've heard me say it over and over again, nothing changes unless something changes. This is a truth. So you got to begin to see, are you thinking in terms of hardship, obstacles, and failure? Or are you thinking about success, achievement, status, abundance, prosperity? Because the secret is out. The key to success is within you in each area of your life: spiritually, psychologically, mentally, relationally, emotionally, socially, vocationally, economically. It has everything to do with your process of thinking and how you process information that you're receiving from the environment, the circumstances, people, and conditions. So this comes down to, when something happens, are you fully self-aware, and are you cognizant on how you're framing it, what you're calling it, what you're labeling it, what value are you attaching to it, what meaning are you assigning to it? Or are you just drawing generalizations such as, hell, I knew something was going to happen. See, that's a generalization. That's an assumptive belief. You created that. The moment you accepted the assumption, you created that. And so whenever it actually is executed, it doesn't matter. The point of it is it happened instantly when you accepted it. So we got to watch how we interpret comments from others, conversations, nonverbal communication, and we got to watch, how we form generalizations, how we form conclusions, and most importantly, how we're framing this stuff, how we're naming this stuff, how we're assigning value to it. Are we, making it extremely important or giving excess value to it, and it's not really that important? It's just, hey, one of those things that happen, and you move on, you laugh at it, whatever the case may be. Are you giving it a meaning? Because here's the thing, whatever you call something, it has to come into that form. So if you call it bad, it's got to become bad. If you call it a misfortune, it's got to become a misfortune. So this is just very, very important. How you think, you know what I mean? What is your mode of thinking? Where do your thoughts go? What are your predominant thoughts? What are you fixated on? What are you focused on? What are you obsessed with? What holds your attention? These things are important. And they may seem so simple, but this is where you're missing the boat. And this is why you're not getting the results that you want. When you watch your thinking and you're able to see where your thoughts go, if it's not going where you want them to go, you can interrupt that pattern, right? And then course correct. And then, it may be another hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours. It may get off track again. You just put it back on track to your desire. Because remember, whenever you make a decision, right, your thinking for your end result has to come into alignment, has to come into agreement, it has to be congruent with, it has to harmonize with. And then you just are along for the ride. You're going to ultimately get the breakthrough. You're going to ultimately get the transformation. You're going to get the thing that you want. But in the process to your goal, you're going to become so much more. You may even have some more positive experiences or whatnot. And you're going to learn as you go so that you can rinse and repeat. So that's the thing, whenever you're going after a goal or definite chief aim, a heart's intention, an objective, a target, don't be so fixated on the end result that you don't enjoy the process, because you grow during the process. When you get the thing that you want, the goal, the intention, the definite chief aim, it's just going to be a moment of, oh man, okay, it wasn't like what I thought. And then you're going to automatically want another goal or another thing or another trophy, whatever the case may be, another ribbon, another certificate. So that's why you should embrace the process, right? Pay attention to your thinking, your mindset. You want to be in mindset onset. You want to be in flow. You don't want to be in fluidity. You want to stay away from force and rigidity. All right. So as you're going, you are growing. You're evolving. You're like peeling an onion. You're peeling off layers of yourself, and you're getting to see what's in you. You're getting to see what you're made of, and you're getting to see that you do have unlimited power in you. When you do a thing, you're going to have the power. When you do a thing, you're going to have the power. When you do a thing, you're going to have the power, because you don't have just some little amount of power. You have all the power that you will ever have inside of you now, but the power only presents itself as you require it. As you go after bigger things, you'll see that, your territory will be enlarged. Your borders will be expanded. That's the way it works. You know what I mean? It ain't like you get a pile of $20 bills and you just want to look at it. You can't do that to the power. The power presents itself as you need it. Jesus told them, the lepers, right? As you go, you'll be healed. So as you need the power will be supplied. That's the way it works. You set a bigger goal, you're going to have more power and you're going to experience more thrust going after that next bigger goal than the last goal that you accomplished. Hopefully that makes sense. But the power ain't going to just be there for you to look at it. That's a waste of the power. It's a waste of the energy. So as you set the goal and you make the decision to go after it, and you start taking steps towards it, the power is supplied to you so that you can accomplish it. All right, we're talking about your thinking and your processing. This is very important. I want you to move away from thinking why you can't do something, that you don't deserve something, that you're not enough, that you're too old, you're too short, I don't have the education, I don't have the money. Let's move away from the hardship, obstacle-based, failure-based thinking, and let's move into I am deserving, I am worthy, I'm enough, I'm good enough, and think towards or think in the way of success, achievement, abundance, prosperity, flourishing, prospering, thriving, high energy, electrifying, enthusiastic. Let's switch and begin to embrace that mode of thinking. Let's embrace that type of mindset. Let's embrace that type of attitude. Let's have a mood of feeling good and being in a space of gratefulness and gratitude. And you'll see things begin to turn around for you, things to be rearranged, things that change, because change your thinking and you will change your world. Change your thinking and you will change your world. Change your thinking and you'll change your world. Okay, your world is your lifestyle, your environment, your circumstances and conditions, your situations, your opportunities, the way you feel about yourself, what you say about yourself, what you say to yourself. It includes and encompasses all of that. So let's change the thinking. Let's change the way we're processing. We want to be conscientious. We want to be self-aware. We want to be paying attention to how we draw interpretations, generalizations, conclusions. How are we framing things? What value are we assigning to things? Are we putting things on a pedestal? Are we making things bigger than what they are? And then most importantly, nothing has any meaning except the meaning you assign to it. So what meaning are you giving things? All of these things will help you change your life. All these things will help you resurrect your life. All these things will help you obtain better, more improved, and more enhanced results. Until the next time, I'll leave you with this quote, a piece of Rudyard Kipling's If from an excerpt. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blame it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too.